we sing from a
Oh,
party.
we were singing at a rest home and we were having too much fun.
Well, that's awesome.
I used to have a hair thing like that. It's the eternal beard, see?
But were you doing it like as a statement or were you in a play? What, I mean, he's in a play, so he's got like an excuse.
Yeah, I had no excuse.
You were just doing it.
My wife said I was without excuse.
1910.
Ah, that does look old. I mean,
But don't you think you could pull it off though? Like if anyone could pull it off.
you could totally pull it off. Yeah, you look like one of the old presidents. I think it was Harrison or something like that, like a beard like that. Mm.
Okay,
You're official.
vice chair, we got to turn it over to you.
You're in charge.
Well, yeah, we've just been chatting. It's all right.
I'll be here.
Thank you.
Did you review the minutes?
No, we got to do that.
Mhm. Yeah. Oh.
Did we mark on the winter art plan that Nathan is spearheading that? The Sweetheart Serenade?
Yeah, I think maybe we just make note of that in this week's meeting that, yeah, he's gonna kind of lead the charge.
Is the report, did that happen or that's in January?
Oh, that one's gonna be in February. Yeah.
Valentine's,
That's when it is. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry, I'm talking about
we're right around that.
the city council report.
Oh yeah, that went great. Yeah, that happened. Yeah, he did a good job.
He's strong.
He gets to do a lot of public speaking, so he's gotten quite good at it.
He's the best. One of the best.
That looks good to me.
Yeah, I move that we approve the minutes.
I second. Okay, let's move to lay out the 2025 meeting calendar.
Yeah, so we're kind of throwing some ideas around for next year. The third Friday seems to be working for people. Does it still work for you too? Yeah.
Yeah.
And we would just say we're gonna take next December off because I think people are already it's so close. The third Friday is already so close to Christmas, right? And there's a lot going on in December. So we'll take December off and then we're gonna move up the October meeting 1 week to miss fall break because we still feel like we should meet in October for the Halloween stuff.
Mhm.
But that's it. That's the only change. So everything would be the same as this year. Meet every month. October would be 1 week earlier, off December.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Good.
Fit, be a new chair, vice chair for 2025.
Like there's
Oh.
people that are here to defend themselves.
It happened to Michael last year.
Can we renew our old ones?
Usually it's supposed to shift, so everyone gets a turn. Yeah. But the vice chair can often become the chair.
Yeah, Tia, I vote for Tia for chair.
Yeah.
I love it, Kathy.
Tia.
Yeah, let's just go with that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Tia. Yeah, it was Tia.
I can do that. Also, anyone else can have a turn. Or we can go back to Michael.
Mm.
He served his time.
How about law? Did I say that?
That is
correctly?
correct.
Law.
Yep, this time of year, I am really popular.
Fa la la.
So,
Then we'd have 2 women, is that good?
It's great. Women in leadership.
Women.
I think we should vote for something out here.
That would be. I always like that. I think you got to teach them a lesson.
Keep up that tradition of voting for people who aren't here. I was elected when I wasn't here.
Oh.
All right. So
That's already on.
We do this nominate?
Yep. So we've got David, Nathan,
Nominate and second. And
Mike
we vote
Ramsey.
for the person and then empty chair.
and Stephanie.
on. Who?
Has Mike ever
Stephanie.
served in any of these roles? It might be his
Mike?
turn.
Who?
Mike Ramsey.
Well, It's rarely here though.
That's true.
Is Cody still, will they still have a spot on the council?
Once they move out, that's it. So this would have been his last meeting.
I was gonna say, this is it, isn't it?
Yeah.
For who?
I think,
Cody Hale.
the in-law or.
Yeah.
the in-law.
Well, they hasn't been
Yeah,
here for a
well.
long time either.
Yeah, her
No.
son
Yeah.
is having some health challenges.
The
Oh,
in-law.
okay.
So she's working on
Two
that.
awesome names.
Okay, what was your name again? So that's
Scott.
Scott, Michael, what was the last name though? Scott Twain.
Last name?
Michael Smith.
Michael Smith.
Yep.
And there's.
I gotta have
another-
everybody wear their name tags.
Mike, your and name tag.
Some people wear my name too.
Forehead stickers.
Your name
That's right.
is. We don't know. I forget.
See, just can't judge me too hard. Okay?
Dallas, yeah,
McKenna.
oh, yes. Mhm.
If you remember the girls easier, but the guys. a little harder.
Hey. I think Leah and Law would make a good.
Leon Law. That sounds powerful.
Leah Law.
She has written Leah and Mike, so maybe. Sorry. Violation of privacy. How do you feel about it?
Can I see that water bottle? Sure.
Thank you. Okay.
No. We-
So any, we have Leah and Law nominated, any other nominations?
That's good.
You just gotta take the vote.
I'd motion to end nominations.
Okay. It's close.
I second.
And now we have to vote.
Yeah, now you just vote.
Okay. Who calls it? You?
The vice chair,
The vice
soon to
chair.
be the chair.
All in favor?
All in favor
Uh,
of Leah's chair and Law's vice chair for 2025? Say aye.
Huzzah.
Yeah, nice.
All right, it passes.
Hmm.
Sweet.
Thank you. We'll have acceptance speeches prepared for January.
Awesome.
In place of name tags.
Yeah.
Happy Christmas.
Don't miss the January meeting so we can see the look of surprise on their face.
Do you want to take the oath of the club?
Yes, get it ready.
Someone write
For
that.
January, okay. All right, so next item, review the Arts Council stock of submitted art.
Yeah, so we were kind of chatting a little bit, and this is a project that's been killed and resurrected many times. But 2025 is a new year.
All right.
We're gonna do it.
It's a great new year. Awesome.
And Law had a suggestion, Vice Chair Law.
Vice Chair. Law.
Vice Chair. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Vice Chair elect Law. Yes. Had a good idea because we've got the city called several years ago. The city called for art from local artists, and it's all been put into kind of a little folder library thing. And so we have quite a bit of art to work with. I think we just need to prioritize the ones we want to, to actually do, like, because not all of it's great. Some of it is really awesome. And we just need to pick the ones that we want to like really focus on and then work on finding a spot for them in the city.
oh, yeah.
And it's mainly utility boxes, but we also have a few walls we could do murals on. There's probably a few places we could do installations in the sense of like, either print them out and frame them or, do something with them.
I don't know if you knew this, but Stephanie Goodman
No,
said she has painted murals.
Really?
Murals. I have a hard time.
It's okay.
But yeah, she painted murals and she might be willing to do it or have someone.
that's cool. Yeah, there's a few artists here in town. We're actually, pretty blessed with the number of
Artists.
wonderful artists we have here local. So let me pull this up real quick. As I was searching, I found a bunch of stuff like the original guidelines. They're supposed to guide this project.
Really, that'd be interesting hearing that.
Yeah. Okay, let's pull it up here. Let me zoom in. So I think a lot of this comes from the Rocky Mountain Power Agreement, and it would apply to both city boxes and Utopia boxes. So those are the three different utility boxes that we're dealing with. There's some that the city owns. Those are the easiest to do. Utopia is the next easiest, and then Rocky Mountain Power boxes are the hardest.
Why?
just the amount of bureaucracy and,
Huh?
rigmarole you have to go through.
Which one is the easiest to get?
The city boxes.
Oh, no.
That's basically like Public Works. Can we do it?
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like that easy.
Okay.
But unfortunately, the city has the least number of boxes. So
An example of a city box.
this one that we, the Just Smart Smiley, one we did out here in City Center. It's kind of got like a bunch of different colored people. It's kind of cartoony.
Yeah.
That's a city box.
Mhm.
It's for like the lights in the park.
Mhm.
That one was super easy to do.
Hmm.
Whereas the one like on 4th South and 4th East, that one that has like, the lady like going like this. That one was a lot harder.
The witch lady.
The witch, yeah.
Fourth down and fourth.
Mhm. It's just like right there on that corner, Lincoln Square corner.
Uh-huh, yeah, oh, yeah,
Uh,
that's 8 yeah.
Yeah.
or 8 South, yeah, my apologies.
Do we have a statue of Miro?
Oh, we're working on it. It's in process.
The statue of who?
Miro the Mammoth, the city
yeah.
mascot.
Hmm.
Is that gonna be up in Sarah Park? or-
It will be at Sarah Pool is
Sarah
the
Pool,
plan.
right.
Yeah, so we're trying to make it big enough so that basically you walk under the mammoth.
Did
Oh,
you
cool.
go to the Sarah?
That's the idea. We'll see if it actually happens. But there's this guy. Have you seen the statue out at the playground, the Altogether playground? It's made out of like scrap metal, and it's like
Oh.
these books stacked
Very
on top of each
cool.
other.
Huh.
So it's the same guy that we've reached out to, and so he did a dragon down in St. George.
I saw that.
Yeah,
I've seen pictures of it.
made out
It's
of.
so cool.
It's amazing, especially at night, because it's made out of old license plates. So like when you drive around it and your lights hit the dragon, it kind of reflects, and it's really awesome. So he wants to do something similar. Maybe
So
like,
is gonna be something kids can climb on or?
oh no, because it'll probably be made out of old Orem street signs,
Oh,
which that's his idea.
wow.
And it'll be, yeah, they probably won't be climbing on it. Hopefully not. They may try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's been collecting old Orem street signs?
Oh, we've got tons. Like anytime one gets
You
hit,
do?
yeah, down at Public Works. Yeah.
No, okay.
And then if we're ever short, we can just make some, So we could have like Scott Swain Boulevard, and it could be like Miro's trunk,
He does what with Trump?
A trunk. Trump is not involved
Oh.
in the statue.
Scott Swain, that's Trump or something.
Oh, no, the trunk, like if
This is true.
for the mammoth,
Oh,
if we
Trump.
people could put their names on the street sign, and
Oh,
then it would be put into the statue.
So is there a big enough collection of old Orem street signs to do that?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, there's plenty.
Yeah.
Yeah, because every time like we're trying to get there's ones that have the old logo on them, so those ones are all being replaced. Just kind of a little bit here and there. So we have all those, and then there's other ones that get damaged, that get knocked over. So we're just collecting them.
Yeah. The Public Works knows we're supposed to be saving them.
Yeah, they got a nice little stockpile.
No, we talked about putting them in the parks, posts in the middle of the pavilion.
Yes, that's happening. We have a proposal. An artist is working on a proposal for us because we have to keep them the same color.
Oh.
Because that's how they're identified in the system.
Oh.
Like you're renting the green one, the red one, the yellow one. And so she's doing some prototypes in those shades, right? In those colors. So
I just had a hard time last time trying to match them up.
exactly.
Figure out which ones would work well where.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there were some that I think would work pretty well, but I think this is just a project that needs to be cohesive. So maybe we just find somebody that we think can do it and let them do it.
Well, they're gonna go on the poles on those? Is
Uh-huh.
that what they're gonna do?
Yeah. Which is kind of a fun idea. That'll help kind of jazz it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Because that is the arts district. So anything we can do in that general area
Right.
is really awesome. There's a few boxes in the park that we could put some of this art on.
Now, one thing I thought, those metal rolling things that roll down in front of the windows where you buy the tickets to the Sarah Shell.
Oh yeah.
We get Adam to approve that, or who would approve that?
Yeah, that's Adam's stuff.
I think that'd be a great place.
That'd be cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Or, you see in a lot of cities, they'll do different. I think in Chicago, it started with bowls, but it's been different things. They had some in Salt Lake once upon a time years ago, some
Mhm.
sort of animal. I can't remember what kind it was. But artists would take one of these like fiberglass things, and they would do it, and then you would place them around the city, and you kind of have like a city walk where you could go and see all the different. I mean, if a mammoth is our thing, like, could we do like fiberglass, cause they're not huge, but they're, they're like this big, and an artist does a whole. They take it and they do art over the whole thing.
That's amazing.
And then you place them, and different businesses get to sponsor it, so then it gets to be out front of their business.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, that's really cool. I
Um,
wonder how much something like that would cost to get started. Yeah.
They do that
Let's
in
make a note of that one.
in Logan, they have.
Yeah, the bulls, yeah.
Bernal, they have dinosaurs everywhere.
Uh-huh.
And the businesses buy them,
Uh-huh.
and not everyone, but a lot of people have them.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. We're looking at this fiberglass mammoth thing.
Campus, they're not decorated by artists, they're just Wolverines wearing, like basketball gear or something like that, but and green men.
Yeah.
That's what we have on our campus, but they're.
But those are fun though.
Class
Yeah.
thing, so I don't think they're super heavy, they're just kind of bulky and they're big.
Yeah, they stand out. That'd be so cool, especially like, if you had a little bit more of a downtown, that'd be the perfect thing to like, to make a walking path. But maybe it's more of a parks thing. We put them in a couple of different parks.
Like they've got a place to do like a big one in the mall. Like
Yeah.
they could put some in the mall, or maybe some of the more shopping area type places.
Yeah. No, that'd be cool because
Here, This part.
Yeah. because that's the kind of thing people like to take pictures with, and it kind of gives the city a little bit of identity. It's like, oh, that's the Mammoth place or whatever,
Not bad. Most people don't even know about that period mammoth thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting a little bit better. He's turning 3. He just turned 3 this November.
Oh,
3 years old.
Young.
But yeah, he's still pretty young, but it's always amazing to me how many people know him. Like, we'll take him out to we went to the Light the World thing, and people are like, Miro, like
So cute.
like a local celebrity almost.
What's it called? His name?
Miro. It's Orem backwards.
Oh,
Yeah.
Miro.
Yep. So we say Miro is our hero. That's that. Yep.
Me is a woolly mammoth costume on a pony.
Uh-huh.
That it's like alive, and that we could take.
That'd be amazing.
Real live moving art.
These Dreamwalk people are really good at robots. Maybe we get
yeah.
them to do a robotic mammoth or something. That'd be incredible. Oh, do they? Oh, I've never seen it.
It's weird. They end of summer, they have, before they start, they take it down right before they put up the Christmas stuff. And I didn't know it was out there, but they turn the whole park into like this dinosaur, and they're like life-size, huge.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
some of them are like mechanical and moving, and it's got like a huge sloth and
Wow.
all
Wow,
kinds of stuff out there. And there's a mammoth.
Yeah, the thing that I've been working on, it's really hard to work with them, but I'm trying to get Miro's bones back for the city because they're at the University of Utah.
Oh,
But they're like, you guys don't deserve these bones. Like, you don't have the facilities to protect them. And I'm like,
Well.
aren't they just rocks?
pretty much.
Right.
Well,
I think so. The lobby's huge. And so,
yeah.
but they said they would consider making us a cast. Like, they're not necessarily willing to part with the bones.
Not worried about destroying archaeological.
Right.
artifacts, right?
Yeah.
If a kid climbs on it.
Yeah, that would be horrible. Yeah. Yeah, if they break some plaster, that's okay. Yeah, it could look very realistic. Yeah, so just down on South State Street, a guy was digging in his front yard and found a full mammoth skeleton. Yeah.
I mean, the bones.
I don't think so.
The bones have become, they just sold like a Stegosaurus for $4.8 million.
Oh, really?
Bones, yeah.
Dang.
So it's becoming something people invest in. Someone
Oh,
finds the thing
collectors.
and then they sell stock in the bones. And then they put it in the museum and they, whatever.
Well, not
It's a
just the
huge,
private collectors
ridiculous.
of full dinosaur skeletons of private collectors. It's like a huge.
I know Nick
Yeah.
Cage had a T-Rex.
Huh?
Yeah. That's
So,
crazy.
It may be very valuable for University of Utah. They don't want to
Oh,
let
to
it
hold
out
on
of
to
their
it.
hands.
Yeah. That's fair. But it just seems wrong that they're holding, our guy hostage.
That would be a cool place.
Be
to
amazing.
visit.
And that's like one of the coolest things of Orem history, I think.
Should be at UVU.
Yeah, maybe, hey, maybe they'd feel better about that. Does UVU have any type of paleontology, archaeology?
Yeah, that'd
That's,
be,
Museum?
that's all the sciences, so I don't know.
We don't venture over there. We don't. Simba, you must never go there. Yeah. Like,
This student hall though, would have a place to put it, you know.
probably be safer at UVU, less like kids running around, so.
Yeah.
Well,
Bigger.
they're
Bigger, yeah,
adults.
that's right. I guess it's just
I
bigger
mean,
kids.
but let's be honest here, that frontal cortex doesn't close to your mid-20s, so.
You don't make chairs quick anymore either. You know, kids and big old bodies now.
No.
No, they're pretty old.
So, but yeah, that's just before I die, I would love to see something with that happen.
don't worry, Pete. Make sure it happens.
Thank you. And if I die, you have to carry it on.
What's our presentation for the city council?
It was last week.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Adam did great. And
I was gonna say that'd be a good place to ask the mayor, to send a letter to Governor Cox asking him
we want
to
the.
designate that for UVU to be in its home.
Yeah, I mean, that would be, if UV had a spot for it. I'm gonna see if we can get that moving. Cause at least if it's home, it's in Orem,
Do you want me to? Is it too soon to ask someone over at UVU if there's a spot for someone?
No, I think that's the first question,
You gotta-
Right.
Explore that, because I know all the people on the visitors. council.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just see if it's something they'd be even interested in exploring.
Okay.
Cause I'm sure the University of Utah would feel much better about it going to another academic institution versus just, being handed over to us.
Since UVU is so much bigger than.
That's true.
Yeah, like 18,000 students.
Right.
Put
'Cause-
that in the minutes then, the next time we can kind of check back on that.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, I mean, UVU's got an amazing art museum, but I don't know what it has as far as like a natural history museum, if any, or any collection of anything like that.
I don't, I'll find out.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like it needs to be in a special environment,
Well, that's what they were claiming.
the air,
Yeah,
whatever.
it needs to be
I mean,
climate controlled.
You
all
know, go
this.
to the New York Natural History Museum, you walk in the rotunda and there's a huge dinosaur. It's just like people walking in and walking around it.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not like there's someone. They have like a tent over it or something.
Right.
Full of nitrogen, so it
Yeah.
might be
It
great.
survived all. this
Exactly. I mean, it was
surveillance.
buried in the ground for thousands of years. It's like it's gonna be okay. Yeah.
All we need is a rotunda.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know if any of these new buildings, because aren't they building a new science building at UVU?
Well, engineering.
Oh, it's in engineering. Well, it'll take some engineering to put those bones back together.
I'll have to, we constantly have buildings going up, so who knows what's in the pipeline?
Right.
So,
Be an amazing addition. But then it would be super easy to take Miro to see his.
See, I know, I was seeing all the different videos you could
Yeah,
do
seriously.
that. Like, opportunities.
So
you know,
yeah, exactly. Like even maybe in that what do they call it? Is it that stained glass installation? I guess that's in the library, right? Tree of Life. Yeah. There's lots of good space.
I'll ask Brown. We're gonna find out.
For the new city hall, I'm gonna be starting to build the Freedom Gallery,
Nice.
starting the first of the year. How's the Heritage group coming with their historical thing?
Last I heard on it, they're still kind of just planning it out, trying to get a design
Uh-huh.
timeline.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
The thing with the new building is there's a surprising lack of wall space.
Black?
Yeah, because it's mostly glass. So there's not that many walls to hang stuff up on. This thing that, you and I are working on, it's going to be in a hallway that leads to the city council chambers.
Hmm.
So, and that's about some of the only wall we have. We're doing a big American flag. We're doing the mural that we have from the centennial. We've got a new medallion that we're putting up, and that's pretty much all we can do. So if we do
In the chambers.
in the chambers, there's a wall that maybe could, fit something.
Yeah.
And maybe it's like a rotating art display or something.
Mayor's office.
Is there
Yeah.
art from this building that's gonna need to transfer into that building?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
So what's gonna happen to These and all the art that's in the museum. I mean, well, say in the library.
Yeah, so
obviously.
anything that the library has will stay there. These will go to the library or to another city facility. Like, there's, we have Hillcrest now, we have Public Works, like all these different facilities could, store art and
Schools, public schools.
yeah, maybe it could be on loan to public schools would be cool. Yeah. Because the library art collection is pretty cool. Like there's some
Yeah.
like interesting things in there.
It is, it's great.
Yeah, it just needs to be on display so people can actually enjoy it.
Once we did that presentation, I went in and walked around for like a couple hours,
Mhm.
just looked at it all.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Yeah.
In the new building, I'm hoping we can kind of get on a rotation of, because the historic people, they want to display things, throughout the year. And I'm hoping that maybe we can do some features too, in that new lobby. Just have some rotating displays, temporary
Yeah.
stuff. So yeah, just real quick, back to this. These are just the rules that we get from Rocky Mountain is, it can't cover up any of the safety signs or the equipment identification.
Mhm.
You can't wrap it so that it prevents the operation of the doors.
So when you said earlier, I'm sorry, excuse me, there was 25,
Mhm.
are those all for the power company?
No, that's oh man, there's so many for the power company, but the Utopia ones is the 25, and those are a lot easier. There's still an agreement that a process that you have to go through, but it's not nearly as bad.
Okay.
Yeah. So the city must approve any art that goes on there. That would be, you guys. The property owner is responsible for the condition of the wrap and future maintenance. So that would fall back on Rocky Mountain. If it causes any damage, premature failure, then we have to take care of it. Installation of painting cannot impact the objective properties of the paint. We have a formal process of review and where we document these things. It looks like it, yeah.
Sounds like this was mainly created by Rocky Mountain Power, huh?
Oh, yeah, I think they set the rules, for their box, which makes sense. But these are just good rules to live by, I think. We would expect the same on city boxes. Like, we don't want to do anything that stops the operation of the box, hurts it in any way. We want it to stay, because, the one in Sarah Park that Cass Barney did,
Mhm.
that one's in rough shape now. It's
Yeah,
like peeling and stuff.
yeah.
So, we're probably at the point where we should go just take it off it, because it looks so tattered.
And put one up in its place.
Yeah. And I don't know what it is about that one. Maybe it's getting hit by the sprinklers. I don't know. But the one on 8th South with the witch, it looks incredible. It looks like, it looks like it's brand new.
Yeah,
But that one is just, it didn't last that long.
no.
Sprinklers.
I would think something else is happening.
So it wouldn't be getting like the south
Right.
sun beating on it.
Right.
Well, that one on the south was south facing, it looks perfect.
Yeah.
Mm,
It's gotta be water.
yeah.
Maybe.
So we'll have to look at that. And I don't think it's a horrible thing that they get, rotated out. Like it gives more artists an opportunity to have their work displayed. Cass Barney, she was telling me that she got major street cred with her students at Orem High because her art was in the park and they'd seen it and they knew who did it.
It's cute.
And they thought like, oh, our art teacher is legit,
That's cute.
That's not one of the one that's peeling off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she has a very distinctive style, so I think they knew who it
Maybe
was.
she
But
can come up with a piece to replace it.
we reached out to her about that.
Didn't know.
She just wasn't that interested. And that's why John started doing it. And he was trying to like take her style and Photoshop different things in. And it just never got to a point where I don't think anyone felt good about it. So I think we just start fresh. I mean, she had her chance there.
Her day in the sun.
She had her day in the sun and water,
Yeah.
But yeah, and we have, I'll just show you real quick here. And we'll put this in an email so that there can be like a little bit of voting. But as far as trying to narrow down the one we like, let's see. Those are all the Utopia boxes. Here we go. Let's pull this out. So here's all the artists that we have that essentially like agreed for us to use their stuff. So, it ranges, it's cool.
Nice.
It's a nice one. That would look really nice in a park.
Yeah.
So, here's another artist. She has kind of like spacey, spray painty style. See this, this was one, I think this was some of the debate in the beginning, right? Is you know, cartoony. But that one would be fun in a playground, right?
Definitely, yeah.
That would look amazing over at the All Together playground.
Oh.
I didn't realize the camera was on your. That was so cute.
Oh.
Oh.
So, you gonna send that out to us?
Yeah, so basically what we'll do is, I mean, yeah, aren't these awesome?
Wow, that one's really beautiful.
That one on the lower left, that's a mural that's up in Provo, right?
This one here?
Yeah, that one's what work that she did.
Oh, yep.
and That's a big mural.
Haley South.
She's really talented. That's
Wait,
beautiful.
Haley? I know Haley.
Do you? Well,
Are these all Orem residents?
let's see. They're from the valley. Yeah, so they're not all of them.
She grew up here in Orem. So
Did she?
actually- So you have to have grown up here or have some connection here.
That's what we're trying to promote locals, you know.
See, my son's a professional artist.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's got a ton of art.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I think they look great. So I'm gonna. maybe I'll-
Yeah, because this oh, here we go.
That's
That's fun. The
Oh,
people. Orem is friendly. That's a.
oh, that's what all
Oh,
those.
Becky's really cut. Click on
Do you
that
know her?
one. Oh, she did. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
She
wow.
does that's literally from high school. I remember her doing that project.
Really?
You're in the same art class.
Oh, cool.
These are all like her high school stuff.
Huh. That's probably about the time. Because what year did you graduate?
2019.
Yeah, that's probably about when like
You guys all
we
used to-
submitted, like asked for submissions.
That's funny.
That's funny. That's cool that you know her. I wonder what she's doing now. Oh, Tyler Swain, is that your son?
Yeah, that's my son.
Let's see what he's got in here. Oh, nice. I like this buffalo.
This is pretty classical, but then the
It's so
background is
beautiful.
always sort of modern.
Okay.
So it's a combination of. The image in the middle is super crisp,
Uh-huh.
but then everything else is just.
That's a cool style.
I hate like that.
Yeah, that's a talent for sure.
If you want, yeah, there you go.
So maybe we try to do, I don't know, like what's a manageable number? The agreements are just brutal. But maybe we shoot for how many this year? 10? Should we go for 10? That'd be amazing. Because then we'd have 13 done total. And that's like a pretty good little stock of
Yeah,
public
I
art.
think that's-
Okay. All right.
So.
Put it in the
should
notes.
we look through this and approve like. Our top 10.
Yeah, so we'll put them in like a little ballot and people can vote for their favorites and then we'll see kind of like where we land.
Mhm.
Maybe there's good consensus
Mhm.
and maybe we shoot for like a little bit of variety. So there's not, because then once we have the pieces picked, I think it's a lot easier to find a place for them. Exactly.
Box.
Uh-huh.
Do we have
Well-
pictures of all the boxes?
I have pictures of all the Utopia boxes.
Okay,
I'm gonna send one of our interns out to get pictures of the city boxes.
Okay.
Oh, see, there's Cass's.
yeah.
Well, and maybe too, when you send out the email, say. Whoa, that's not how it is now, is it?
No, I think this is what John was photoshopping
Yeah,
as a proposal. So these are some mock-ups he did. This is a little tiny city box over in Sarah Park. Yeah, it's fun. I don't know if like maybe the peacock would go well there.
yeah.
This is that blank wall that we could have.
Oh, right, that'd be good.
One of our painters come in,
That Haley
Yeah.
stuff would do it.
that'd be
Yeah.
amazing.
That
Uh.
girl in the daisies is great, but the way it's painted in a triangle, which is an odd shape for
Right.
all of our stuff, but if she could, like something like that was gorgeous.
I know.
Yeah, especially in a park, it's perfect.
You could, you've got 3 of those panels there, you could get them all.
This is a muralist who reached out to us. This is her style. It's very simple, but she's incredibly affordable. Like
Yeah.
she'll do a full like wall for like $700.
Oh,
Yeah.
how big of a wall?
She said like the thing I was showing her the Sarah Park thing. And she's
Said
like,
you would?
she said, I'll do that for $700. I'm like, oh, that seems pretty cheap, but
Paint costs about 500.
exactly.
Parts somewhere. would be good.
Yeah, we have it out here.
So good.
Yes, but she can do a few other things too. But and there's those,
Poles.
But yeah, so oh, that's a great idea. That would be Sistine Chapel style. Yeah.
Which place would be the ceiling?
So any of the pavilions, you could paint the ceilings of the pavilions, which would be amazing.
Put them up on
I was gonna say,
scaffolding,
do frogs.
upside down.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that would be amazing.
Turn the whole town into art.
Well, that's what we're trying to do. Because I think, every little piece of public art just elevates Orem,
Yeah.
that much further. Because, you know, the things we've done, like people love just the few things that have happened. You know, just keep going. Like, you know, there's a surprising number of murals. We've gone around and kind of documented all the murals. And there's some that are like the Asian Market has one on the front of their building. Really fun.
That's cute.
The Tuxedo Warehouse just did one. It was awesome. Let me see if I can
Well,
pull.
State Street and
Uh-huh.
not State, yeah.
Yeah,
Street
State
and
and Ford.
University.
Yeah.
Wait, that one?
I wish Swig would have done something cool on their
Yeah.
wall, so it's all white. It'd be
Yeah.
so cool if they would have done like, even if it was Swig themed, like soda pop.
It's not pulling up. But yeah, we did a little video about it. It's just really like it's just, I don't know, it just brings so much joy.
Yeah, it does.
I was driving, after that meeting that we talked about that, I had my eye, I was looking around, and I'm, where's a good wall? And we don't have a lot that are like sticking out. We don't have like alleys and
Right.
just some. Extreme buildings next to each other.
Yeah, gosh, it's true.
There's
Way back
one.
in- Oh. in the
Yeah,
middle of-
just- State Street just happened,
Yeah.
right?
It was
we were
kind of
talking about
before.
that, like State Street is something that just.
I think State Street was probably already there when Orem became a town.
Yeah,
Yeah. One thing that came up, Leah, in a meeting yesterday is, I guess, have you been working with My Hometown?
I have been talking to Amy Green about.
Yeah. She wants to come to our next Arts Council meeting and talk about what Arts Council can do for, and how Arts Council and My Hometown can partner. Because she thinks that one thing that's missing in, you know, what they're doing in Geneva Heights is kind of an arts and culture component. Like they've got kids who've never been able to afford piano lessons taking piano, and they're kind of being exposed to some of these more artistic, uplifting elements. And she wants to keep that going. And so, like, you know, the idea about like our mobile series where we go out into the parks, she wants to collab, but she's going to come and talk to us in January. So we'll be thinking about that. But I think some of these things could play into that.
Contacted me yesterday, saying they're looking for volunteer art instructors for Tuesday, Thursday, July, now everybody. Which I didn't know some people, and reached out to them, but I thought, oh, probably other people do, and
Uh-huh.
I'm glad to be, like, I'm spearheading more continued collaboration.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know, we're probably going to open up another one of those My Hometown neighborhoods in the Sharon neighborhood. And so, like, if we kind of get this going, I think it's a great way to get more people involved in the arts, especially people who maybe wouldn't just normally, you know, be exposed to it.
speaking of that area, you know, what are they doing with that Geneva Elementary property, you know?
We haven't heard. The school district still owns it. My guess, the theory is that when Parkside needs to be rebuilt, they'll move it to that. Like they'll build the new school on that property and then take Parkside down.
But that's the elementary that's right there, right next to it.
Uh-huh.
Well, they don't have that property.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, okay, well, we are past our time. But I'm glad that you guys, everyone was able to come today. This was super productive.
Yeah, good quorum. I second. Okay.
It's cultural arts and